Hey, I'm Chris McBride. I'm running for Dunedin City Council this election and also running for Waikouaiti Community Board. I'm an operations manager in my full-time job. So first question is, what would your top 3 priorities be if you are elected? So my first priority would be to connect with the community. Obviously, as a first-time candidate, if I'm lucky enough to get elected, I need to learn the community, who's who, and just work out how the council works. But I really want to get into sorting out Dunedin's recycling infrastructure. It's something I'm very passionate about, something that I've got I've got experience with, and I believe tackling that issue would be a huge benefit to reaching a sustainable future. And I guess the third thing would be tackling commuter mobility around our city. So we've got a few issues with commuter mobility at the moment, whether you drive your car into town, whether you take the bus, or whether you cycle, or whether you have wheelchair access and some sort of power mobility. We've all got our issues, and I want to see a holistic approach trying to sort all that out. Second question, what's your biggest strengths and weaknesses, and what's your biggest learning experience? So I guess my biggest strength is I just like to connect, and I listen. In my job as ops manager, and I've had 2 jobs being operations manager, you really do have to connect between people. You're the conduit. You've got to listen to all people's issues and work between different departments, and that's I think I can relate those skills through to council. It's nothing like just dealing with some really solid issues and trying to connect the pieces together. Weakness for me would be sometimes I take too much on, and I can be a bit of a yes man. I love to please, so that's something I need to learn to measure and ensure I don't overdo it. What makes you happy or angry? I like a good, clean, tidy house. Me and my partner, we've got 2 young boys, and they just destroy it every day. So that makes me happy when it's tidy, but also also what makes me angry is I'm just learning, like, on this campaign trail, first time running, there's a lot of trolls on social media, a lot of people with misinformation and not doing the research, and it just makes me angry that people are doing that. People they need to get out there and research it for themselves and make your own decisions on things. Don't take old mate on the social media there's word for it. Alright, question number 4, what's your favourite movie, food, book, and music? Okay, I'm a massive burger fan. Love my burgers, and probably doesn't do my weight any good. I really love the James Bond series of movies. Really, I love a good James Bond movie. Book, I've just finished reading The Tragedy at Pike River Mine. A really good read. Just a very tragic situation, and I used the learnings from that book in my day-to-day management life to ensure we don't have something like that happen. And music, we love the Bee Gees, bit of a Bee Gee fan. So 5th question, what 3 words best describe you? I guess I'm very highly motivated. I've always have been motivated, always hard-working guy. I'm generous. I'll give the shirt off my back to people, and I'm humorous. I can have a laugh, and people that know me will back me up on all 3 of those, I think. Right, we've got question, what, 6 is it? What's something that no one knows about you? I guess that's a tricky one. I've got a fear of it's called submic submicrophobia. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's a fear of man-made objects under the water. So if I'm swimming and my foot touches something, something hard or weird, I don't like it. I freak. If I go to the wave pool with my kids and you're in there and you put your feet down near that grate where the wave pool creates the waves, gives me the heebie-jeebies. So submicrophobia, I think it's called, or something like that. Seventh question, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received? My grandfather said, what's for you doesn't go by you. And I live my life by that. If it's meant for you, you'll get it. If it's not, move on. Don't dwell on it. So another question: if you're not voted onto DCC, what will you do instead? I'll just continue on. I'll just continue on doing what I do. I live a varied life. I've got a few different avenues to go through, and actually, I think that's the last question now. Yeah, that's the last question. So that's a bit about me, but something personal. It's late at night, so better go to bed. Vote Chris McBride.